Yo, Syphilis bringing you guys another video, and in the video we're going to be talking about the Naruto and Sasuke dual perspective in story mode. So of course, about this special guest, you know who he is. So go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
What's up, people? It's Lucid Chaos.
So we're going to really talk about each side of the story and how we think it's going to play through, because I mean I like it, but then in some way I feel like some things have gotten taken out of the story. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and start off. And what do you think as far as having Sasuke's story in Storm 4?
All right. I guess maybe I'm the only person that's got a little bit confusion with this. Is it the part like Sasuke's actual own path, or is it just a normal story with where you can actually just play with Sasuke?
Now I think it's Sasuke's path, because I feel like they're like the screenshots that were shown in the little clips of the scan. We can see that instead of, if you watch the anime or read the manga, you know that he talks to the Kages about
Yeah.
the whole Uchiha thing, and but in the game he has like a different path, and he actually fights them instead of talking to them in the boring scene that happened in the manga and anime. So I think we're gonna see basically like his side and things that happened, as we were focusing on Naruto during the war until Sasuke gets there.
Okay, so no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about from the beginning of Sasuke. Like not back from the pre-time switch, not that part, but like from when he actually left the village and like Orochimaru actually training him up and teaching him new jutsus and stuff like that. Like if you go back and you watch Naruto Shippuden, you'll see that when Naruto and Sakura and what is that guy's name? Sai, when they actually find Sasuke, he's got the Kirin move and whatnot. I'm actually talking about from like back then, because we all know that they're gonna give us the beginning of Naruto story mode, but I'm talking about back then, not just the part where he's talking to the four Hokage, but from the beginning of Sasuke's story. That was my question. Like, are they gonna actually do it that way? Do you know?
I'm not exactly sure, but I wouldn't think they would go that far back, only because they're trying to make this a continuation of where Storm 3 left off. But I'm not exactly sure. But I mean, if they did, honestly, that would be a great idea, because then we can actually see Sasuke's, like, everything that we missed during the 3 years or the 2 years that they were training,
Exactly.
really seeing what he did to get stronger, and really showing the hatred that he had, and basically seeing how the connection between Orochimaru and Sasuke was, because we got to see the relationship between Naruto and Jiraiya and Tsunade and Sakura. So it'd be
See,
good to see
yeah,
that perspective. Yeah, that's what you're
that's
saying.
that's exactly, and that's something that would probably be really, it would really work for one of my Making Stone for Better videos. Like, because now we know that they're giving us just a small hint of Sasuke's story, but only from the point where he actually spoke to the Hokages about what does it mean to be the Hokage, and what actually happened with what is his Itachi? I'm forgetting everybody's name, but I don't. I actually want Sasuke's story, not just from the point where we actually start seeing him in the Ninja War. Not that. I'm talking about like back when he first started training with the Orochimaru, because like you said, we already got Naruto and Sakura and how they've been training with the two legendary Sanin. So we want Sasuke's side of the story with him training with the legendary Sonic. That would actually be a really, really, really good idea if they did that. But considering as we don't know, I can't really judge this aspect of the game too soon, because, like I said, until we figure out the entire story about it, then it's still a hint of confusion, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that they are separating so we can see his story as well as Naruto's. But I do not want CC2 to lose track. This game is called Naruto Shippuden, and I feel like CC2 already favors Sasuke with character design, character moveset, awakenings. Like, they already favor him in that way. So let's
Yeah.
not stir away from the main character. His name is actually in the title of the game and anime and manga. So I don't want them to get off the path of that. But I'm wondering how would you feel if they took out story mode? I mean, like free roam story mode.
Free roam was actually a bit of an annoyance to me. If you, it may be surprising, but it was actually quite a bit of an annoyance to me. I kind of expected for it to be a little straightforward. I don't want to get lost trying to figure out where I'm going, because they don't. If you're not paying attention to the stuff, the stuff that they're saying down low where the subtitles pop up at, you get lost. Like there have been many times in Storm 3 where I'm like, okay, I don't know where I'm going. So I actually roamed around the entire open world trying to find out where I was going. So that free roam thing, the free roam aspect, to me, them taking it out would be okay for me, because like I said, I just kind of want to get straight to it. I don't want to have to roam around and find out where I'm supposed to go. So
Yeah, I mean, I did find at some points it was kind of bad. Only thing for me, I just felt like, as fast as they be moving in the anime, they jump in trees, running across village to village and like,
yeah,
incredible speeds. In the game, you move incredibly slow. All right, I have never I'm like, yo, why do we move so slow? And it takes me like 30 minutes just to go from the hidden leaf village to the hidden sand. I'm like, yo, that's ridiculous. I shouldn't be wasting that much time just trying to get to another village to do like a side mission or something. That's just ridiculous.
And that's the exact thing I was saying about it. It's very, very, very time consuming, and it should be that way. I'm not a fan of the free roam thing. So
what if they, like, instead of you actually free roaming, they kind of filled it with like animated cutscenes? Would you like something like that better, or would you just like to, have like a couple flashback or like a couple pictures, kind of like Generations did, and then you hop in the fight?
You know what, man? I thought about that on this Storm Rev game when they gave us the Ninja Escapades with the Akatsuki. I was thinking, how come they don't add bits of the anime into the story mode, the normal story mode? Like, I kind of like when you play Storm 3, they show you go through the motions of fighting pain and stuff like that. I would have actually liked to see that fight scene, not the entire fight scene, but just a bit of it, and then they actually throw you into the battle, because I love that Pain and Naruto fight. That is probably one of the most epic battles in the anime period. I mean, I know there are bigger battles, but that battle was just really, really epic. And I think that throwing bits and pieces of the anime in to the story mode would actually be a good idea, just like how they did the Ninja Escapades.
Yeah, I think it'd be good. I mean, it would definitely put a change from what we're used to. So CC2 could change it up, show us some cutscenes. But I think the only problem would be like getting the rights. Yeah, getting the rights, to use the animation from the anime in the video, because we also have to remember that all the pieces that were in Ninja Escapades were original. They were made for that game only.
True. That makes a lot of sense. So I guess with that being said, there goes a lot of stuff into possibly why they pushed it back a few months or something like that. I don't know, but that's another discussion for another video.
But yeah, I mean, overall, I do believe that I like the fact that they're actually working more on the story mode. I also do like the fact that we get, different sequences of time. Like we'll be able to play as Hashirama and Madara. Maybe we'll also be able to play as like Kakashi and Obito, because they did have a fight. It'd be cool to switch back between like their younger form and their older form.
Yeah.
Just like in the anime, because that was actually a pretty dope fight. It was incredibly short, but it was a really good fight. And of course, we have our Naruto and Sasuke, flashback. So I'm really hoping they really give us their all with this story mode. Like they said, this is the last storm, aka the perfect storm. So I expect perfect quality. I expect like a dope story mode. There should be no holding back on anything as far as the story goes. And I want it to be as close as the manga / anime as possible. Try to keep it as close. None of that filler crap that we got from Storm 3, because that was just stupid.
It was horrible.
I mean, but overall, I think that story mode will be good. and I'm hoping that they actually really dive into Sasuke's side of the story, but do not let up on Naruto's side of the story, because I mean, he is the hero. He is probably like the main. He is the main character of the war. He's basically doing like carrying the whole team on his back kind of thing.
Yeah, if they give us Sasuke's story, not just the moment where he spoke to the 4 Hokages, if they give us Sasuke's story, then that make me insanely happy, and that would actually put a cherry on top of the perfect cupcake they're building right now. So
I'm really hoping they do this. But guys, in the comments, let us know what you guys think. Do you think this is a good thing that they're actually adding this side of the story into the game? Do you think they should just keep to the original Storm, just free roam where you're slow as hell and you're running from village to village? Guys, let us know in the comments down below. I appreciate you guys watching. This is Infamous Jalil Gaming and
Lucid Chaos.
And I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for watching, and Infamous out.
Peace.
This should be played at high volume.